Hey, this is Second Accident. Thanks for checking out this video. I know quality is not the best, I'm just experimenting on formats, and this live stream from Twitch collected more views than usually. So I decided that maybe I should try to upload it to share with more people what's going on in Second Accident life. And of course I will work more on quality side of this type of content if it will be interesting for you. Thank you one more time. And yeah, hundreds of times same sample. I think it's not the pleasant stuff to listen from time to time. I think this is the best way to hate, like to start hate some music instruments, because I'm playing that and I'm fine with that. But if to listen that, I don't think that's a big pleasure. At the same time, I have one thing to do that I was procrastinated for a while. Few things but one is about stream, and this thing is file management, as I created like a lot of projects, and I was thinking that I will come back to replaying these projects when I finally upload my next soundtrack to music platforms. Just focus on finishing this one task, and now when it's like waiting for approval from side of Apple and stuff like that, I have a lot of new earned free time to work on other projects, and I have a lot of those, and it's always a problem to solve the question like what is next projects I should work on, because I love each of those. If I didn't delete the project, it means that this project means a lot to me, and I wanted to like give it a shot to put it out there, but there is quite competition between my projects, and limited amount of time or even concentration, so I just can't like go ahead and make each one of those. I mean, it would be sacrifice of quality, which is not a thing. So it was pretty long intro, but the thing is, I tried to say, I just want to go through the projects that been waiting for my attention till I finally finish with this one, which is Ephemerality Part 2. I will say about it more in social media, not the point right now. So now I uploaded it, and I finally have time to switch my efforts to something else. And this one you might hear a few times before. It's pretty nice, but at the same time not sure. Like, I want to continue to work on this one, but I kinda missed my older soundtracks, and I'd like to give them a shot as well. For example, Shuiko, the soundtrack, it will not be named Shuiko, but it just for me it's better than numbers for me. So this is what I'm going to do. And these projects were originally created on iPad, which is why this program asks me like, what are you going to do next? And I'd be like, let's it's just naming question. By the way, I don't know, I don't have library for this one, because what is it saying? Oh, it's actually fine. So I have a lot of like unsolved issues with transferring from iPad because I don't know if it's me or if it's iPad, but when you originally work from Mac, you kinda hear it the same way from the beginning where you started to work on soundtrack to the end when you like upload it to music platforms. But when you start the project on iPad, you hear it one way. But when you switch the and transfer project to computer, it seems like they have different interfaces inside because you hear completely different work, and it's quite a tricky thing to optimize sound to make it sound not like a trash, and that was a big challenge for me always because I usually start projects with iPad because it's very easy to because you don't know when you create from zero where it's empty what is going to happen out of your stuff. So you're just improvising. You have hundreds of like projects, and you be like, you played this one, you checked it out, you like give it a brief for a few days, then you turn it on and you make a conclusion like where you're going to work on this next, or you delete it and you move on, which is why you don't have this freedom on Mac. It's more stricted, like it's less flexible. At the same time, it does like a bit better than iPad everything, but you don't need to do your best like when you don't even know if you're going to work on this. You just play it for yourself basically, and you don't really care. And this one was created like actually it's far from even middle of the process, but this one was created I think started in January, somewhere in January. Yeah. mm, I wanted to create something meditative and something with I see pipa here. So I always knew that I'm going to finish this one and put it out there to music platforms, but at the same time I I never knew like when it's going to happen. So this is what it is right now. By the way, I will hear it like for the first time since 2 months, I guess. guess at this point it's not even soundtrack anymore, it's more like idea, like I usually leave some silent notes to myself, like I continue with like repetitive, like I just make loops, and this is basically my way to say my future version that will listen it, because you don't remember everything that going on in soundtrack. Like you need to put somewhere something here, and this is what I said, this little silent message to myself. I'm not sure that I'm ready to work on this one like right now, because yes, I need to do a lot of prepare. And you heard some, I don't know if you heard, because yeah, we listen it like on this little Bluetooth stereo speaker, but it has some problems with reverberation. It's too much of reverberation. Basically, this is something to solve, but there is too much mechanical work. No, not this one. I would like to continue with... Oh, I was thinking actually that this will be next soundtrack that I will prepare for release, because you will hear in a minute why. Let's call it... I called it like Night Wind. It's just mood. It's not like idea. It's just my way to represent what I'm trying to put. You see, it's very small project, like really small. It's like, oh, it's not even, you know, I messed it up, and basically this soundtrack for now exists only in my head, even, because what you will hear is not what it's meant to be. And again, we have little problems with reverberation. I always have problems with reverberation with projects that originally been created in the first place on iPad. I will try to... Oh no, it's not that simple. Okay, I guess this session we have to deal with that. You see, you hear it's too much, right? It's... What? Ah. I stopped soundtrack and reverberation still continues. This is how bad I set it up, like a reverberation. I mean, I will solve this, and I see the problem with this soundtrack, and the problem I have with... You see how long reverberation? I think I can solve it. Yeah, it's not that problem. For for now it will be fine. Another my problem, I don't remember what notes I used for this one, and I'm not really good with notes. I need to find it from the... Yeah, still... Yeah, I got the idea. Yeah, we need strong rework of reverb. And here this... you hear this, some of those like soft, like, and some of those like very aggressive, like. This is problem because I didn't use this thing before, and now I can solve it much more easier with this thing. It's a velocity problem. I will solve it like pretty easy. I just need to hear what I try to play. It's pretty simple. I was thinking that it's harder. Now we're gonna mute this track and recreate this. I hope this time it will not take hundreds of takes, which is pretty possible. But it's not that like process of perfecting soundtrack that was in the last stream, in a previous stream, in a latest stream, whatever stream, basically, where we like completely forward to push it out there, to get it to music platforms. Now we're not doing that. What I'm trying to do now is just like do a little bit better here, a little bit better here, to create some space here and there to make the soundtrack friendly to me, first of all, so that me and this soundtrack understand each other. I don't really know. I need to solve somehow this reverberation problem, but and I think we're ready to go. Why? And by the way, I cannot finish this loop anyway, and I will need to like manually set it up because I'm not really get used to this thing. And the lowest one, I have this button, but I need like one more here, and I cannot go here. What I can do is just find it. We will solve it. Once I focus, we will solve it. I don't know what is wrong with me. Yeah, I literally need to find some warm-up exercises. Because yeah, messing up like on a like it's not even difficult melody, you hear it. It's just so simple. It's just one more like okay. And yeah, we didn't hear it yet, but let's just I need to quantize it and we will compare what it was before this thing and with this thing. I still think I'm a little bit pushing too aggressive. Maybe I should, you know, more simple, more soft. Yeah, we will figure it out. Oh, and one more thing. I repeated myself, you might hear it, like, instead of going lower, like here, one step lower, I went literally one step lower. Come on. I don't like to do this manually, but I need to map this thing out before working with it more seriously. Mapping this thing is like providing all information about these things, because for now this stuff that like spinning don't really work with my particular workstations. Drum pad, that one lightning right now, these drum pads, they work but not the way I wanted to work, because they don't work basically with what they meant to, what they were designed for, because they don't work with drums. Like, check it out, this is taiko drums, nothing. I need to map this thing out and set it up manually. Now I will make it a little bit longer. This is new version, comparing to old version. Let's check this out. Yes, This is... And now new version. Same stuff, but... And basically this is... I really like such little work that you can do like every day, and it wasn't that hard. I just simply it's all it took is just to sit here to do this little, like, very small thing, and day is not like wasted, you know. This is so great, because 30 such days soundtrack will, like, you will not recognize it. I'm pretty slow thinking right now. So I think, I don't know, should I... you know, it's basically same melody that I used with people. What I'm trying to say, this is the same melody and I don't need to play it several times. It's enough sometimes to just copy from piano. Put it right here. Yes. And but yes. So basically what I'm trying to say, I don't need it. This is the main theme of soundtrack. It's fundamentals, and I don't need to play it like all the way from the beginning to the end. It's just several instruments, and the main idea here is slowly changing between them, because now you hear it pretty sharp, like you hear this soft, and then just piano will jump out. It's not the way it was intended to do. I will show you what I wanted to do with that. It's just such stuff simpler to do on Mac, not on iPad. I want it to change more softer, like this. And again, reverberation. I still don't know how I'm going to solve this. We solve this, not this. We just gradiently up in increasing volume of each instrument and decreasing volume of other instruments. And this is seamless, and what I like about it, I will come back to it in a minute. Why not? Why not? You know, I leave such mess for myself in the future. Like it wasn't intended to, but I was like, what if I do this right now in the moment? And I do like 10 to 20 such little things into projects, building like out of it complete mess. Next time I turn on the project, let's say tomorrow, listen this, and then I delete it or keep it and develop it. Like, I don't even... Let's try. Messed up. Yeah, just whatever. What I like about such projects, you have a lot of them and you don't have to be serious to them. You know that you will be serious with them one day, but on that stage you can do whatever the hell you want, because it's like, I don't know, it's you can do whatever you want. It's small, you didn't like put month and month of your time into that, and this makes you incredibly light-handed with that. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can mess it up, because if you saw how I work with this previous soundtrack that I working on, I don't allow myself to be that easy on that, and this is much easier for me. And this track, with what I do, like not on the streams now and on the background, because I think you're tired of same melody all the time. This soundtrack, like, it's more stressful for me to work on this, because you'd be like, I need to be like very focused. And with this one I do like, let's just try one more time, because I like this. Yeah, which is better? I think the lightest one. at least something about it. Not now, I mean, but yeah, potentially I can develop something out of it. Yeah, that's so cool. I'm so happy right now. I love this process. I don't love that process when project is huge, because when it's huge and it becomes like I don't know, something like, now it's small, I can like work on it with my hands, and once project is big, it's like fixing the spaceship. You need to go there to dive to get into there, you know, fix stuff. You need to go into other side, like literally walking inside the soundtrack. It's so huge. Now it's like small, and I can play with that. It's so cool process. I don't think I will I don't think I will ever be able to share with, like, to explain it in words, but you can feel how it like charges me with energy. Yeah, so cool. I just love it. Yeah. Anyway, I think I saved it. We can jump to see what else I have. That was Nightwind. The code name Nightwind. What is that? Oh, it's something. I called it Tower because the atmosphere reminds me two things. Interesting thing, I created it for like 15 minutes from zero and never touched it anymore. Yeah, and we don't have enough sounds. Like, we need to update the library if I will start download sounds for this one. Yeah, it's quite big. I don't really usually create such big projects in such small amount of time. I don't even know why I managed to do that. But we don't have library for that. Like, it has information how it should play, but it doesn't have information what it should play. It's like this thing has information about, like, I don't know. You see this? Yes, you a little bit see. These things, it's like this thing is like sound, and it has information about what sound it should play, like where this sound, but it doesn't have information about all the instruments. I need to download them. I will just hear it out until we get to the point where we don't have instruments. I will not download it now because I will mess up my stream. So yeah, I will do it on a background between streams. Probably, yeah. now I didn't even notice what exactly instrument we're missing, and I forgot that it sounds quite consistent to me. Like I don't know. There is clearly there is difference between project that you can turn on to someone to hear it, and he will understand that it's not finished. And I think about this one, it's not that finished, but like if I like put it out like right now, they will say like it's not the best quality, but they will not think that it's not finished. You know what I'm trying to say? To me it sounds like it's complete work. If I like, let's say, if this work weren't created by me, you know, I think I'm talking like a little bit bullshit. I mean, I sound like that way, but in my head it sounds it makes sense. I mean, I would work a little bit on a lot of stuff before doing this. I don't even remember even if I did anything with that one. Okay, and this one is actually where is this? Oh, this is. And this one there is interesting thing about this one, because I created it, not this particular one, but this concept. Also don't have instruments for that one. Yeah, this is pretty small because it's concept, like Night Wind. I don't know if it's the one that will go to music platforms, because it's too big step from my style, basically, let's put it that way. And I have this work created like in 2K9 or 2K10. I just created it back then, 10 years ago, but with different instruments and different phasing, and everything is different basically. And this soundtrack is not available anywhere. I mean, I know where it's available, but I will never show anyone it, because yeah, I just want to recreate it, and I don't know if I'm going to upload it to music platforms or not. It will sound very horrible because it's very, very unfinished. It's pretty repetitive work because it was created long ago, and it's basically will be a reinterpretation. It's very uncomfortable to work with because it's out of my like today comfort zone. This is what makes work on this one pretty hard. I don't know what you noticed while listening that, like how far it's from my main style that I have like in 2021, not in 20 like 2009, 2K9, 2K10. Yeah, back then I worked like I used a lot from elements from funk, from hip hop, of course, because all that been started from me making big beats for rappers in little hip hop shop, because we just sold like clothes and stuff like that, but doesn't matter. And we made this beat, so yeah, a lot of funk and stuff like that. And now, like, I'm very far from all of that, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with this project. No idea. What else we got? There was something else. It's on iPad and not on computer. Yeah. I'm coming back to Cold Blood Conclusions. This is how I called it. You see, it's even loading very, very long. Oh, it's already loaded? Not that long. But you see, it's even like... I don't know. You see, it has much more details in it. And this is bigger stress for me to work on this. But what we're starting, we should finish, right? And yes, I think this one is something that I'm going to work on to finish, to get it to music platforms, because yeah, but I like to work with that. And you see sound more clear, because this soundtrack weren't created with iPad. It was created from the beginning on the computer. As for this one, also, by the way, reverb is very long. I need to think about it more, because it's very, it becomes nightmare when you're trying to master it, to balance it. This one is more emotionally flat, it's not that like, it don't have some like clear emotion in it. Why did I mess up this part? Oh, I didn't. No, I did. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, stress. it's like it's so deep already that, like, for someone it's not deep, but for me it's deep enough to be confused by a lot of stuff, and why instead of playing it you solve 100 little things. And I mean, yeah, this one is also like a little step away from the everything I do. I need such works to develop the style, you know. It's pretty uncomfortable to work in this. It's more minimalistic, I can describe it that way, and minimalism in sound design, it's something I was trying to achieve like for a while now, for the last 2 years at least. Yeah, and this work is the closest one to me achieving this. Yes. I've been thinking about this switch. I think it's interesting, but at the same time it got too far away from the main theme, which is like, it wasn't like that, like it's two different soundtracks, you know. It's something that like makes me feel weird about this one. So the switch, I have nothing against this switch, but I'm not sure that I will keep things that way. All this stuff will be reconsidered, but not today, because I think for today I'm done with that, as I need to do few more things before. What time is it? Yeah, it's already too late. Anyway, I never said that, I guess, but I'm very appreciate your company. Thank you very much for spending this time with me, and I hope you have something like that. You have something that you do for yourself that gives you this energy, because this is like meditation, and it not necessarily music should be music, but each person should have something like this, something that like calms you down, something like that lets you, I don't know how to say it, like that makes you basically smile as wide as possible. I think if you don't have, you need to find it. If you have it, just hold to it. Yeah. Thank you for your company. See you next time.